The second plate of beans arrived, shimmering with a layer of red oil. Mr. Demir pointed a fork at a particularly plump bean. "You see this? This is the housing market. Stable. Delicious," Ozan nodded, mesmerized by the rising steam. "And the sauce, Mr. Demir? Is that the fluctuating interest rate?" Mr. Demir winked and took a bite. "No, that's just extra garlic. Don't overthink the liquidity until the dessert." Just as Ozan pulled out his crisp loan application, Mr. Demir's spoon slipped. A dollop of thick red bean sauce landed right on the signature line. "Ah!" Mr. Demir shouted with joy, clapping his hands. "The bean decree! This is better than any official ink. It is an organic approval from the gods of the kitchen." Tariq watched in horror as his friend's carefully typed documents were slowly turning orange. Suddenly, a blast of trumpets shook the restaurant's windows. Luann the waiter dropped a tray of bread and started dancing a frantic jig between the tables. The peppers are flying," he yelled in a mix of languages. He grabbed Ozan's arm, dragging him toward the door. "No more banking. The Great Square calls. Now we celebrate the harvest of the spicy red gold." Outside, Macedonia Square was a kaleidoscope of beautiful chaos. Chef Enver had appeared from nowhere, leading a line of cooks carrying giant papier-mâché chili peppers. Tariq was immediately swept up in the tide of people, accidentally becoming the tail end of a dancing pepper dragon. "Is this part of the Hoca'dan loyalty program?" Tariq screamed over the thunderous drums, his arms flailing as he tried to keep his balance. In the center of the square, the massive warrior on a horse statue towered above them, sprayed by the mist of the fountains. Mr. Demir pointed a finger at the bronze stallion. "There is our regional director," he shouted over the music. Ozan looked up, blinking away the water. "The horse is the director?" Mr. Demir nodded solemnly. "He never says no to a loan. He also never says yes. He is the most consistent man in Skopje." A woman named Bisera, wearing a crown made of dried peppers and swinging a golden baton, marched up to them. She spotted Ozan's bean-stained paper fluttering in the wind. "A map!" she cried, her eyes lighting up. "The secret map to the Great Grill of the North." Before Ozan could explain, she grabbed his hand, spinning him into a dizzying circle of confetti and spicy aromas. A man in a sharp silver suit and a sash that read "Interest Rate King" stepped forward, blocking their path. This was Zoran, a rival clerk from a different branch. He pointed a long, manicured finger at Mr. Demir. "You think your beans are more influential than my spreadsheets?" Zoran challenged. "We shall settle this banking dispute the old way, the dance of the deficit." The music shifted to a fast, rhythmic beat. Zoran began a complex series of kicks and spins, his silver suit catching the light. Tariq, not wanting his group to lose the loan, jumped into the circle. He started doing a high-energy, disco-inspired version of a traditional folk dance. Zoran looked intimidated by Tariq's surprisingly fluid shoulder shimmies and dramatic hand gestures. Amidst the dance-off, a vendor's cart tipped over, sending a literal shower of bright red peppers into the air. Bisera laughed, throwing her hands up as the vegetables rained down like confetti. Ozan instinctively held out his leather briefcase, catching dozens of peppers like a professional outfielder. "Look," Bisera cheered, pointing at the briefcase. "He has secured the assets. The treasury is full." As the sun began to set over the stone bridge, Mr. Demir took a small, spicy pepper from Ozan's briefcase. He crushed it and rubbed the red juice onto the bean-stained paper. "A spicy signature for a spicy future," he declared, handing the mess back to Ozan. Ozan held his ruined, pepper-scented, bean-covered document like it was a holy relic. The loan wasn't official, but the party was legendary.